back on track after our little break for the Early Bird 500 last weekend, and we're back here at Lucas Oil. Alright, we got that covered. Looks like we're going to have a little bit smaller field today. We've got 9 in the field, which is, I like to judge it by having at least 10. We've got 9. I think that's going to be about it for today, unless somebody pops in here last minute. So it should be good, and also it should be used to create a big shake up in the points. So hope everybody's having a good day and getting started. And you guys down south, watch out for the hurricane. Hope you'll be safe out there. So we're gonna do some track facts here. We're at Lucas Oil Raceway, Indianapolis, Indiana, formerly known as IRP, Indianapolis Raceway Park. We're at 125 laps, 30% fuel, and 1 fast repair with a 2-tire set limit. So you get your set you start on, and another set you change into the course of the race. The incident limit is 16 points and 1 green watch hour. This is what last week's race looked like. Brian Smith took the win last week. Kent Connolly came in second. Justin Anderson in third. Louis Guerrero in fourth. Marshall Scully in fifth. David Naughton in sixth. Lloyd Cooper in seventh. Teddy White in eighth. Chris Patrick in ninth, and Tina Pickman brings it almost a rear in 10th at 11th. Who's tied in the Our championship points are shaken out. We had a new leader, Justin Anderson, Teddy Weichel in your second place. There's 3 points separating those two guys. There's 34 points separating the top 5, so it's a close battle. But 3 of our top 5 drivers aren't here today, so that's going to open up a big opportunity for some of these other people, Tina, Brian, Teddy, to reach for the top there. Mike Bass in 7th, Dave Naughton, Tony Bandit, Ken Connolly, Shane Gross in 11th, Todd Wilson, Marshall Scully in 13th, Chris Patrick 14th, Brent Lee in 15th, Eddie Moore 16th, and Derek Brown in 17th. So we've got about almost 9 minutes left in the practice, and then we're going to do a little qualifying. We've got 2 more races to go after this one. We're at Stafford next weekend and Southern National the weekend after, and that'll be the conclusion of the championship run. And then after that, we're going to start the Early Bird Racing Truck Series. And that's always good. That's always some good racing. So if you guys are looking for some good leads, of course, check us out. I'd appreciate it. And then Early Bird Racing, and then the other league that we kind of dabble around and watch is Shine Runner. So if you're looking for some good people to race with, those 3 leagues are definitely among the best out there.
Hey Mike, you're blinking a little bit, man.
So let's get things over. I'm back on my triples, so my scheme is set up a little bit different, so I got stuff everywhere. So a little track facts. Track length is 0.67 miles, just a little longer. All of them, I try to keep them about half a mile. Just one of the little larger tracks. 4 turns, track elevation is 860 feet above sea level. Track temp is 97 degrees, and the city is Clearmont. Our weather today is the air temperature 71 degrees, and wind out of the south at just about 2 miles an hour. 1% humidity, mostly cloudy skies. So your top practice speeds are Mike Bass. He brings it in. His best speed was a 22.653. Teddy Weichel, Brent Lee, Brian Smith, Tony Pandon, Kent Connolly, David Naughton, Tina Pimpkin, and Todd Botters. So Todd's a new member. He's been with us for a while, but this is the first time he's been able to race with us, so we appreciate you, Todd. Thanks for joining in. We're racing Louis Guerrera and Lloyd Cooper today. I don't know about Lloyd. Lewis's wife emailed me, and he's away temporarily, and we're missing him a lot. So I'll get back soon, Lewis, and we appreciate it. We appreciate you. We're just going to watch a little bit of practice. Not much to talk about this week. Last week's CBR Indy 500 was a pretty good deal. Tony Penn, I'm not sure who took the win on it. And then we had that evening, we had the Retro Series 1-off, the SHI Retro Series 1-off. And that was pretty good. We were running the 1987 Mario Ford Thunderbird. And we had Tony Penn as our winner on that. And it was, we're going to do a couple one-offs, I think. We're going to do a few, maybe another NASCAR one, and then do some road. See how that comes out. I'm dealing with a new headset. I have not replaced my headset. It broke last week, and I'm using one that I use for my Xbox. I don't like it as much, so until I figure out something else, we're going to have to deal with this. I hope the sound is going to be okay. I won't know until I watch the broadcast. So we've had a different winner each week, which is kind of exciting to see. We've had runaways in the past. Our first season we had Brian Smith, and he's just so good. Number 34, we're looking at him right here. He's such a good driver, racing all around racing. He just killed us on our Indy Series. So it's good to see a variety of people win races throughout this season. And the consistency of some of these guys was awesome. I mean, Mike, Teddy, Tony, Brian. These guys are very consistent. And they run in the top 5 week in and week out. Kent. We got some top-notch drivers here in our league. Practice. Got about 4 minutes left, and then we'll see if we can catch a couple qualifiers. Teddy there, his fast lap is just 22.799. Tony coming up in third, 22.25. And my understanding of Todd Ryder is he's been racing before, and he's just come back to the sport. So just give me a call. Bradley's up to fourth place in qualifying or the practice week, so it's good for Brent. He's a sleeper team. He'll start in the back and then he'll slowly creep towards the front in the mid-race. He's always a contender. Fast lap was a 22.987. He's Mr. Fuel Saver, Mr. Tire Saver. So he'll run around the back, and when everybody else is running out of tires, he'll be there in the front. Getting ready to switch over. See what we can do here. Alright, we got Teddy, first one out. Easy on the throttle coming out of those turns. Teddy's first lap was a 22.943. Puts him in first place. And Brian takes the first place at 22. That's his second lap, 22.936. That puts him in first place. Teddy's battling it out back in first place, 22.847, his second lap. Let's see if we're going to get any other qualifiers. We got Tony on the track right now. Tony Pendon. 77. Let's see what his first lap is. Tina brought it in third place at a 23.247. And Tony, he brought his first lap finish at 22.920, which puts him in second place. Like we got three that aren't going to take time. Yeah, looks like it. So this is probably where it's going to shake out. Teddy Weichel on the pole. Tony Pendon outside. Brian Smith, Tina Pimpkin, Todd Botters. If I'm not pronouncing that right, Todd, correct me please. Brent Lee, Kent Connolly, David Naughton. All right, we still got a minute and a half to go in the qualifying. That looks like it's going to be about it. Don't see anybody else on the board. So of our qualifiers, we got about a second, or about almost a second difference between the 8th or 6th place qualifier and the leader. So it's a pretty good gap, 1 second. And then the 3 that did not qualify, those guys are fast racers, especially Kent, one of the faster of those 3. Like say David and Brent, those guys like to troll around the back and then work their way up through the front. With this small amount of field, I don't foresee too many cautions. I don't know if Kent's going to throw a lap in here or not. Doesn't look like it though. He's still sitting there, but he's lit up, but I don't think he's going to run one. So we're going to, like I said, we got 2 more races, then we're going to start the Early Bird Racing Truck Series. And then our winter break is going to be, we're going to switch to a road series, Skip Barber. And we're going to run an 8 to 10 week series. I'm not sure, I haven't decided that yet. And then see how that goes. So there should be some good road course action. And we're going to move our time from early morning to early evening. So we're basically going to move 12 hours forward from 9 o'clock Eastern time to 6 o'clock Eastern time, 6 p.m. So maybe we can pick up a few more members that way. I know the early start time is tough on a lot of people, so we don't get a lot of takers on that because of that. So we're going to adjust our schedule. We got Mike Bass at a 22.766 on the pole. Teddy Weichel 22.847 on the outside row 1. Row 2, Tony Pendon, Brian Smith. Row 3, Tina Pendon 228, 247, and Todd Cotter, one of our newest members, starting an outside row, starting 6th. And that's the end of our qualifiers right there. Let's get ready to start this race. Got a little different view because, like I said, I'm running my triples instead of single screen, so the pace car's out of view, but his lights are off and he's in. And it's green, green, green. We got Mike Bass still holding on to the lead, and Teddy Weichel in close pursuit. And we got a little battle for 3rd and 4th. Looks like Tony won that battle. Brian's going to give it up and let him have it. Tina's following up the rear there. See if she can hang on to her position. We'd like to see that. Mike's going to stretch it out a little bit here with the 68. Everybody's going to let the tires warm up. I believe we're going to run single file for a while, just let everybody warm up and get ready for this Mike Bass in the 44 car has been across the field. He led the practice, and he qualified on the pole, so he's got a clear advantage. Battle for second and third, or third and fourth, is heating up. We've got Tony Condon and Brian Smith. 77 and 34 car, and then we got a little bit of a gap back, and it looks like Ken Connolly's going to challenge the 28 car for fifth place right here. Oop, he gets up high on that wall. He gets up high on that wall. That was a close scrape right there. And then we're back to Todd Botter, number 4. He's running 7th, and then we've got David Naughton in 8th. And Brent bringing up the rear end. Up to our leader. So we're racing this intent to run single file. We got a lot of racing left. Running to the field, looks like see whose tires wear out first, who's running them hard and who's not. Got a little over half a second back to Teddy, the second place guy, and then 1.2 seconds back, so there's a pretty good gap between the leader and the second place car. And Brian's just happy to ride along behind the third place car, so everybody's pretty much content to settle in already. 8 laps in. Tina's hanging in there in 6th. And then we've got David and Brent 7th and 8th. And Todd's, he slipped to 9th place. So the next couple of weeks our tracks are a little bit tighter. I was doing some setup on testing on the setup and stuff like that, so this is one of the most forgiving tracks in the last 3. The next 2 are really tight, and it should be pretty dicey for these guys. So I think that's your battle right there. It's 3rd and 4th place. That's your closest battle going on the track right now. Some of these guys, I know Brian came in early, Tony came in a little late, so he didn't get a whole lot of practice, and these guys weren't able to practice last night. And Kent, he's just content to bring it up in 5th. Tina's falling back. She's almost 5.5 seconds back in the leader, so she's losing ground. I think David could probably catch her, but he's the kind of guy that waits, paces himself and waits for the opportunity to move forward. Brent was one of the faster cars in practice, so I know he's also just hanging out to wait and see what's going on. So again, once again, our biggest battle right now is 3rd and 4th. The 77 and the 34. Brian's looking at it hard right there. We got a little bit of run on it. Cockpit view as he tries to overtake Tony here. guy, Teddy. And also Mike, so they're tightening up the field right now. So some of these tires are going away. Mike still has a clear lead, but Tony is tightening up on the second place guy, 68. Teddy Weichel. Seems to be your lead. Let's look back in the back of the field here. So, looks like we got Kent still back in 5th place. And David in 6th. 7th is Brent Lee, and Tin has slipped to 8th place, and Todd is still running around the back in 9th. So Mike seems to have a pretty good handle on this, but those guys are slowly snugging it up. This lead is diminishing. So it's down to less than half a second now. Teddy's picking it up, and then 3/10 between the second and the 3rd place driver. So they are snugging it up. We're on lap 20. We're not sure on the fuel. We think it's going to be about 30 to 35 lap window, but we're not exactly sure. I never got a report on the fuel run there, so. Just ran the fastest lap of the race at a 22:7.98. Like Brian, he was trying hard to take the 77 car, but he's falling back a little bit, so he might have realized that he couldn't do it at this time, and he's waiting. Trying to save his tires a little bit. David moved into 6th place. Brandon's up to 7th. Tina's back in 8th place, and Todd's bringing up the rear. Just about ready to get lapped. Looks like we're going to see a lap car here. So we're missing a few of the fast guys. We're missing Justin Anderson, Lloyd Cooper, and the 88 car. We're missing those 3 drivers, and that makes up your field of most of the competitive guys. Luis Guerrera in the 88. We're missing those 3 drivers, which is going to be quite a big shake-up in the points. 4 cars moving up high, letting these guys go by. So he's gladly, graciously let these guys go by as they put him a lap down. Tina, she's done well. She hasn't performed well as far as positions go, but she's been consistent on her attendance, and that's put her in 6th in points. So it just goes to show you consistency is a lot of what goes on here in these championship points. If you show up for the races, you know you can be a contender at the end, whether you do well during the race or not. Looks like Brian just hit the wall there. Did a brush with the wall. And he's falling right back. Yeah, Brian now is almost to 1.6 seconds back. And second back from the 3rd place driver, Tony. And found in the 77 car. So he's having a little trouble. Looks like his tires might be going away. We're at 29 laps, so we should be seeing some pit stops here pretty soon. Everything's still green. So these tires are starting to finally give up. We're going to see a little more slip and slide, and a little slower speeds. Mike's best lap so far was a 22.798, and his last lap was a 23.502. So he's just a little under a second slower than his best lap. So they are slowing down a little bit. Those tires are starting to wear out. Teddy, he's bringing it up. He was about a half a second. He's put it up to 0.386. So he's gaining on him a little bit. And then Tony, he's just riding around about the same. Brian Smith is falling back quite a bit. And then we got Kent. He's just running the fifth. I think a lot of these guys are waiting for the first pit stop. So, and then the entire field has put a lap on Todd, except for Tina. And Tina's still in the lead lap, but I think after they cross, that might change. And Teddy again, he's moving up. He's up to 0.290, so he's picked up about 2/10 on the leader right there for lap 33. So who's going to go in? Take the first trip into pit road. So if Teddy was able to get the pass on the 44 car, it might help him one because they're all going to go in here soon. So one car in position will help him on his pit stop as that's it, and he might be able to come out in first place if he takes the lead here. If Mike decides that he's going to go in pretty soon, he's going to give it up and then go in. So he doesn't have to worry about diving down on the pit road. I haven't heard anybody talk about the pit road entry here or exit, whether it's that treacherous or not. It doesn't seem to be a big problem for anybody, so. And it looks like Tina's in 8th place, 18 seconds back, so she's just about ready to get lapped. 7 laps. Teddy was challenging there for a little bit, but he's falling back about 2/10. Let's see where we're at. Still running. Nobody's. Oh, here we go. The 77 Tony goes in for his pit stop. Let's see what he does. Maybe not long enough to see if he just took tires of fuel. I know he took some tires, but how many? About 39, 37, 38, 39 laps. So we can see somebody else is just coming off pit road. Looks like 2 left sides. Fuel. Coming on. So 40 laps was the window, it looks like. Dave was just coming out. Tony's been out for a couple laps. Stanish is just coming out. And Todd's sitting there. He may have retired. like we might have a retiree. At least 3 laps down. Tina got her lap back. So it looks like about 40 laps, 37 to 40 laps in the window. Teddy Weichel picks up first place. Fast in second. Tony takes over the third position. Ryan in fourth. They didn't do it. Their positions are the same. And Ken Conley still running in fifth. Brent Lee picks up 6th place over David Naughton. David in 7th. Tina in 8th. 1 lap down. And then Todd's 4 lap down. Here he comes. So he did not retire. He was just getting a long pit stop. He needed ice cream. So no retirees yet. Teddy picks up the lead. So everybody's on 1 pit stop. 2, 3, 80, so we're going to have at least one more. One more pit stop unless there's a caution. Well, might be 2 more. At 40, let's say 40 laps, 80. 120, no, it's going to be 2 more at least. The lap car right there, that puts Todd 5 laps down. So it's a new whole new race. Everybody pretty much is on new fuel and tires. Tony he's the one that went in first with about 2 or 3 laps before the rest of these guys go. So let's see how that affects his race. Seventh, Tina running 8th, 1 lap down. Todd is 9th, 5 laps down. And Brent's running in 6th, so he picks that up over David. David lost a position. Yeah, he fell way back. I don't know what happened. Within 2/10. He wants that first place back. And then there's a pretty good big gap next back to the 3rd place guy. It's a real big gap. So unless there's a caution to tighten these guys up. He's got 2 laps car between 4th and 3rd. So the real battle right here is 1st and 2nd. Mike gets a little bit of run in him coming out of 2. Teddy's running that fine line. He's running a good line. He's not running down to the inside. He's staying outside in the outside groove. He's not running down low into the corner, so he's in the fuel safe, tire safe mode. Outside groove. Rolls it in there a little harder. he's within 3 seconds now. Still a pretty good gap back there, but he's all by himself. Right now, Brian's no threat. And Tim Connolly, he's content to run around 5th, and then Brent Lee back in 6th. David in 7th. They're all spread out now. There's Tina's trying to hang on to. Todd's got the lucky dog, but that won't. Or no, Tina have a lucky dog, but that won't happen unless there's a caution. So here's the race on the track right now. Seems like whoever catches the lead, you know, they got a pretty solid position. It's hard to pass on this track. Looks like Mike ran it for a while and tried to snug up and see if he can get a pass on him, but he can't. So he's going to slide back a little bit. He's falling back 3/10, almost 4/10 of a second. Space between these drivers. They're just. Oh, looks like David hit the wall a little bit right there. A little rub of the wall. Oh, looks like we got the 4-car hitting the wall too, right there. A couple times. Yep. Looks like he disconnected. He might be having some internet issues. I think Todd was having some internet issues because he just disappeared. There he is. He blinked out, yeah. Number 4 is blinking out. He's got a little connection problem. That's why he keeps hitting the wall. So he goes another lap down. Teddy's gaining a little bit. You know, he's put him back to 4.5 tenths to the second place driver, so he's stretching it out a little bit. So Justin not being here, and if Teddy wins this race, that should catapult him into the first place of the championship points. Mike Bass should be bringing up a close second, I believe. Let's see what we got here. So Mike's running 7th right now, so. I believe that will probably jump him into 2nd place because Lewis, except for Brian, so we're not 2nd or 3rd. I think the worst he could do is 3rd place after this race and he finishes 2nd. Caution so far, 3 lead changes, and the fastest lap of 22.798. I believe we might Bass hold that record. And the leader's Teddy Weichel. 65 laps completed and 60 remaining, so just over halfway. 3 lead changes. So we're looking at John Teddy, number 68. You know, running 90. Let's look at the top speeds. Looks like about 122 in the straights and in the low 80s in the corners. So we're looking at Teddy's stats for our league. He's been with, well, this is the stats, not the total stats. So we need to find the total stats. But one win, one pole. 3 top 5s and 6 top 10s. 776 laps completed. 21 laps led. His incident rating is awesome. 1.20. 0.011 per race. That's pretty low. Looks like they're going to put Brent a lap down and David a lap down. Stats, so no. There we go. This is our overall league stats. We got Teddy at 21 races, 21 starts, 3 wins, 17 top 5s, 21 top 10s, 1 pole. So he's been right there and put himself in position to win a race many times. So it looks like he's doing it again today. So I'm hoping this comes out audio-wise. My mic monitoring on this headset I got does not work very well. So I'm having a hard time hearing myself talk. So I'm hoping this comes out good. I believe I'm going to have to pick up another headset, and the one that I like is really expensive. So I don't know. So Todd is down. He's 7 laps down now. So we're about 5 laps away from another round of pit stops, I believe. Now Tony, let's have a look at him. Where's he at? Tony's falling to 7th place. He went in, took his pit early. Brian took his pit early. So that's they're just falling back. So what's going to happen is Teddy and the guy's going to go in. Those guys got a similar lead here. So I don't think that straight's going to help them out in the long run towards the end of the race because they're all going to have to pit early. It just depends. See if that helps them out, short pit road. I think that strategy might play out well for them if there's no caution, but if there's a caution, that'll probably kill that. So we got almost everybody. There's only 2 drivers on the lead lap now, and that's Mike and Kent. No, 3 drivers, I'm sorry. 3 drivers, that's Teddy, Mike, and Kent Conley are on the lead lap. Everybody else is 1 lap down. And then Todd is 7 laps down. Teddy's got a healthy lead over Mike. Looks like 2 seconds, so these guys are here. Here comes Mike going into the pits right now. Let's see what he does here. It's 40. I think they put it in lap 39 last time, so he went a little bit farther, a lap farther. I didn't get a chance to see what he took last time, so maybe it was for sure 2 rights. It's 2 rights and fuel. So what we got on Teddy here. still got Teddy, Kent, David, and Brent, Tina, and Todd out on one pit stop. We got Mike, Brian, and Tony on 2. So yeah, the strategy has to be, he's got to run as many laps as he can, because a couple of the guys that are in position are short pitted. Here it comes. They're short pitted, so he's going to have I don't know. He's going to have a long stretch. He's going to be on the fumes. If they let this go, he's going to be on the fumes in this last set. Or he's going to have to come in and get a splash. So he takes 2 rights. Fuel looks like. Yeah, no, he's going to. He saved his full set. So he took fuel last time. So now he's got a full set with fuel. We'll see what happens now. This is where it's going to get interesting in this last round. He's got 83. Big Crosby 84. That's 41 laps he's going to have to run on this tank. And Tony's going to have to quit at least one more time. So that strategy might not have played out. I don't know. And he's got a few laps better tires, so we'll see. I don't know if that short pin is going to crack for these guys without a caution. Here comes Kent. Everybody got fuel on that first trip out, or most everybody. So they're saving their good set of tires to the end of the race. That puts Mike in there. Mike back in third, Teddy in second, so the battles are back on. Brian Smith is in third. Kent comes out in 4th place. And Tony's back in 5th. So I don't know, that short pit didn't help him very much. And David in 6th. Tina in 7, 1 lap down. So a lot of these guys got their lap back. Kent's still lap down, Tony's a lap down, David's a lap down, so and everybody's went in for 2. Tony went in for 3, so maybe Tony went in for that 3rd stop and got a splash so he could finish out. I do believe that's what happened. Everybody else is on 2, so I think he must have ran a few laps and went in with the leaders and got a splash. So Teddy's got a lot of work caught up to him now. He needs a caution. He's 7 seconds back, so he needs a caution. So that might play. I think that he's going to have to do a lot of work on these 35 laps to catch Mike. Uh-oh, we do have a caution. What happened? I ran around and missed it. I don't know what happened there. Let's run back to the field, see what happened there. Mike over. See you, honey. Well, I don't know what happened, but Mike's going in for a splash. Let's go back to Mike, see what he's doing in the pits, and we'll see if we can get a replay. I would assume he's going to go. He doesn't have any more tires left, so it's just going to be a splash of fuel and go. He gave up the lead. Alright, splash of fuel. Let's see if we can find out what happened here. Nothing showing yet. I don't know. I don't see anything. Nothing's popping up on my board. Lap 80, we already saw that. Todd hit the wall a couple of times. But I don't see anybody popping up on my screen, so I don't know. My wife just left to do the shopping, so we'll finish this up to the rate, and then we got chores to do today. Yeah, I do believe we're sitting there talking to Shane, one of our racers. He told me he went to the store, grocery shopping before 8 so he could do a slow cooker. Shane is, yeah, I know, my headset sucks. Yeah, I know my headset is not the best for what I'm doing here, so I'm trying to find a good set. The one I like that I broke, I think I paid 140 for it, and it's on they got it on sale now for $200 because it's discontinued, and I don't know if I want to pay that much. And it's a crapshoot. I bought the best Turtle Beach they have right now, wireless one, and thought it would be a great replacement for what I had, and it sucked. So I sent it back, and now I'm waiting to see what's going to happen. I don't know what to do. My biggest thing is mic monitoring. I can't hear myself talk, and if I can't hear myself talk, it really messes me up anyway. Anyway, here's Mike. It looks like he's trying to pick it up there. Mike has no problem with fuel right now. His tires, he's got a tire issue, or not, he will have if he runs hard. That's all he's got to worry about, but he does not have to worry about fuel. Teddy, on the other hand, he's going to be right to the wire on fuel, so this should be something to watch. We're back here to Brian took up third. He's about to put a lap on Tony. Tony's in fifth. David running in sixth. Teen in seventh. Brent 3 laps down in eighth. And Todd still running in ninth place, 10 laps down. So here's the battle right here, first and second place. Can he hold off and make it on fuel? Or does Mike just have a little bit more in the tank and get by him towards the end? Is he going to have to dive in? The 68 car's got to manage both fuel and tires to get through this run, and Mike just has to manage tires. But as I was getting back, Shane is one of our members, one of our admin members, and he's a slow cooker aficionado, and I just bought one. I just bought a new pit boss, so he's been kind of guiding me and helping me along on it, and it's something really fun. We did a whole chicken on it last week, and it's pretty fun to mess around with. So I'm looking forward to using that for the rest of the summer and on through the winter. Good addition to my patio. My favorite place on the planet is my back patio, so it's a good addition. And I'll be retiring soon. I got about a month left. On my last day with my company is September 8th. And I will be a retired man on the 9th. And kind of looking forward to that. I was planning on going another year, but I got hurt pretty seriously in the beginning of this year, so I decided that I just don't want to go back after having almost a year off. It's just not worth it. Not worth it to go back for less than $200 a month. It's just not worth it. So I'm gonna enjoy some of the good life while I still got some kind of health left. Focus on my racing and my broadcasting and just taking care of the place. So, and I know I'm not the best broadcaster out there, but I am going to try to go to a paid service once I retire, just to earn a few extra bucks. So if anybody's interested in something it won't be very expensive, because I know I can't compete with a lot of these guys that have 2 broadcasters and some broadcast experience. I'm just an old truck driver trying to have some fun. So if anybody's interested in hiring me in the future, I'll make sure it's worth your while. I'll give you a good deal. So far, my presentation I think is still pretty good when it's functioning. Overall, I've seen a lot of them are out there are better, but there's a lot out there that are worse. So what I don't do in broadcasting skills, I bring up in presentation, I think. So Mike's just running around. He's waiting. He's hoping Teddy's going to run out of gas. 0.366. I'll run through the field here. We got about 14 laps to go. And there's your third place. Kent's bringing it up a little bit now. He's running fifth. He ran fifth most of the whole race. And now he's bringing it up. And there's Brian in fourth. He's Tony in fifth. I don't know how that works out unless he's a lap down. Yeah, Tony's a lap down. All right. Then we got David also a lap down in sixth. Tina 2 laps down in seventh. Brett 3 laps down in eighth. And Todd 10 laps down in ninth. So sorry for the audio issues, and I will hopefully correct that soon. I sent my headset that I bought back, and I got my credit, so I'm ready to start again. So some of my audio in and out might have been that this has the mic boom that you can flip up to mute the mic, and I flipped it up a couple of times to talk to my wife before she left for the store. So that might have been part of the audio in and out, because I see that I got a bar, and so that might be part of it. But we're going to have to deal with this headset until I figure it out. It looks like Mike slipped back a little bit there. Back to 8/10. He lost about 5/10 there. And Kent's coming up hard. Your third place driver is coming up hard. Going to give the second place Mike Bass, number 44 car, a run for his money. I don't know if there's enough time left, but he's got 9 laps to catch him. Here's where the battle is. Does Teddy have enough fuel to make it these 9 laps? Yeah, so I don't know what happened on that last caution because I don't see anything. Looks like Mike got a flag on lap 94. And I don't see any incidents other than the one we already saw on lap 80. Okay, so Teddy's coming up on a lap car. Todd? See if he... No, Todd's moving down low to let these guys race it out. Good job. Good job, Todd. Teddy's on fire, man. Can he make it? Can he make it? Running on the triples instead of single screen for this kind of gives me... I like it because it gives me a better view of my main overlay screen. But it does cut out a little bit of the action in the beginning and the end of the turns. But I don't think it's too bad. Uh-oh. Kent's coming up to the second place guy. Here we go. He's trying hard. He's running his butt off right there. He's got his sights on that second place spot. Can he do it? 5 laps to go. Let's drop down to the top 10. Let's see if we can get a full view here. Here's the race, the 44 and the 088. That's the race on the track. Looks like Teddy's got it unless he runs out of fuel. Kent's really pressuring Mike right here. Could this cause a green light checker? I don't know. Uh-oh, Mike up in the wall. Uh-oh, he got overexcited. Ken Connolly takes over second place. Can Mike battle back? Doesn't look like it. So Kent puts the pressure on the 44 car. The 088 puts pressure on the 44 car and takes over second place. 2 laps to go. Can Teddy make it? He's at 39 laps right now on fuel. Does he have enough? White flag lap. Looks like Teddy's going to hold on and stretch it out for the win. Nice job, nice job. Good finish for these guys. No, I think Teddy, that might have been a repeat win for him. I'd have to look and see. Let's see if we can figure that out while we're waiting. See if he's going to do a burnout here. We're First, no, yep, he's already had one, so he's a repeat. He's the first repeat winner of the series. There he goes. There he does his burnout. Let's do the results here. Teddy Weichel came in first. Kent Connolly takes over second place and a couple laps to go. Mike Bass finishes third. Brian Smith in fourth. Tony Pannon 1 lap down in fifth. Sixth place David Naughton 1 lap down. Seventh place Brent Lee 3 laps down. Eighth place Tina Pimkin 3 laps down. And ninth place Todd Rotter in 11 laps down. So thanks everybody for watching. We're going to be at Stafford next weekend. And so hope everybody enjoyed the race today, and we appreciate your patronage. Hit a like and subscribe if you liked what you wanted, if you saw what you liked. Thanks.